Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm out in the garage and I wanted to go through different levels of push-ups. Okay, so number one and probably most easiest is to do it on a vertical surface like a wall. Now I've got the fridge here, hands on wider than the shoulders. Take a step back. The further you step back, the more tension you're going to get, but don't go too far and end up making it a different type of exercise. You still want to make it about your chest and your shoulders. So taking a step back, now elbows bend down here. You can see the tensions created through the back of the arm. Quite simply, on the balls of my feet, bend and straighten. Now I recommend using a more solid surface than a fridge because fridges do move, so if you've got a spare wall, use that. Alright, so now you're comfortable with bending your arm and straightening it. Just getting hit in the head by something there. You can come to the ground. Now, similar to what we did on the wall, is we can actually use an elevated surface from the ground. Now I've got here a bench. You may not have a bench, that's alright, just whatever you've got available. Right, back up. Alright, so achieving a push-up. You are going to start on our knees, okay? Now, where your knees are in relation to your raised elevated surface is going to affect how difficult it is. So the closer your knees are, the easier it is. Now notice here, this is probably as close as you want to get when my hips are directly above my knees. Now same again, I don't want my elbows flaring out. You can see how far up my elbows are. We want them actually lower on the body than your shoulder. So in this direction, in this straight line direction here, elbows need to be slightly lower than the shoulders and pushing here. Alright, now as you build up confidence here, now watch when I move my knees away, my body doesn't move. Okay, what we don't want is to move your knees away and still keep your hips over and do this. Alright, this is no good. This is a road to injury. Keep your chest above the box. Bend and straighten. So now I'm starting to increase the load here, and then when you get to a point you can come up onto the toes, of course, and now we've got an elevated surface push-up. Now as you build confidence in that and build strength, you can actually lower the surface to make it more difficult. If you've got a box that will change heights, obviously it's going to be really easy. If not, you might have to play around a little bit. Alright, so the process now, once we're done with the box, is going to be exactly the same on the ground. So same again, hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. You can start knees under the hips, and as you come down, let your weight just come. You see how my butt moves just a little bit? Let your weight come forward a little bit. So you do have to use your chest and your shoulder muscles to come down, and then just the same, we move the knees away without moving away from our hands. Still keep our head forward, bending straight here, so we've still got the weight coming through the upper body, and then finally we're up on the toes. That's your basic push-up. Okay, so once again, this is really important. The things to be really mindful for is when you're here and you're bending, we don't want to be having our elbow up too high. So palm is flat, and when we're here, we want to really almost create a squeeze through the shoulder, almost like you're trying to corkscrew your hand into the ground. So hand down, give it a real twist to create that tension. Boom, boom, and we push and we pull. And it's really that simple. Now that's your basic push-up. There are other push-up variations. If you take your hands a bit wider, you're going to get more of the chest. If you take them very narrow, you're going to do a tricep push-up. Now that's a little bit different again. Focus on your basic push-up. Oh, here's a little tip as well for when you bend. A normal push-up, when I bend, you see there's a 45-degree angle from my body. That's what we're aiming for a neutral push-up. You've got wide, it's going to be wider than that. Narrow is going to be much narrower. That's the one in the middle. Ooh, there's my hand coming in and going. Whoop. That is it for this video. That's your little push-up tutorial. I hope it helps you to build up through the levels so you can achieve a push-up on the toes. Remember, when you can achieve 16 on your knees, leaning into it, you can get to 1 on your toes. Alright, so that's your homework for today, okay? As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you see value in these videos, then also really appreciate if you hit the little subscribe button as well. I also have a link to my Facebook group in the description, so make sure you check that out. Have a great day. Thanks everyone.